Title: The Ongoing War in the DRC, M23 Rebels and Rwanda's Role. The Democratic Republic of Congo is once again engulfed in war. The conflict between the Congolese army and the M23 rebel group has escalated, pushing thousands into crisis. Reports suggest that Rwanda's defense forces may be involved, adding more tension to an already volatile situation. But what is really happening on the ground? Let's uncover the truth. The M23 rebel group, also known as the March 23rd Movement, first emerged in 2012, formed mainly by former Congolese soldiers who claimed they were neglected by the government. They quickly gained control over key areas, including the strategic city of Goma, before a peace deal pushed them out. But in recent years, M23 has returned stronger than ever. Fierce battles have erupted in eastern DRC, with M23 forces capturing territories and displacing thousands. Reports from international agencies reveal that nearly 3,000 people have lost their lives in recent fighting, while tens of thousands flee for safety. The humanitarian crisis is worsening by the day. Alleged involvement of Rwanda. Show images of RDF soldiers, border tensions, and statements from officials. One of the most controversial aspects of this war is Rwanda's alleged support for the M23 rebels. The DRC government accuses Rwanda of providing arms and reinforcements to the rebels. Kigali, however, denies these claims, stating that they have no role in the conflict. Meanwhile, reports indicate the presence of Rwandan defense forces inside Congolese territory, adding to the tensions between the two nations. Show visuals of UN meetings, protests, and peace talks. The international community has called for peace. The United Nations and African leaders have urged an end to hostilities, with attempts to broker a ceasefire. However, previous agreements have failed, and fighting continues to rage. Sanctions against M23 and diplomatic pressure on Rwanda have been suggested, but will they be enough? Humanitarian crisis. Show images of refugee camps, humanitarian aid efforts, and struggling civilians. With each passing day, the crisis worsens. Displaced families struggle to find food, water, and shelter. Aid groups are working to provide relief, but the situation remains dire. The people of DRC are caught in the crossfire, with no clear end in sight. Possible future scenarios. Show visuals of military movements, diplomatic meetings, and experts speaking. So what's next? Will the international community step in with force? Will peace talks hold? Or will this conflict escalate into a full-scale regional war? The future remains uncertain. Show visuals of hopeful civilians, peace efforts, and closing shots of the DRC. One thing is clear: this war is not just about rebels and armies. It is about the millions of innocent lives caught in the chaos. We must continue to raise awareness, demand accountability, and hope for peace. Stay tuned as we follow the developments in this ongoing crisis.